Welcome back, everybody. My name is Blockration, and today I'm going to show you how to build my two-way minecart station and my missile defense system that I showed on Suggestion Saturday's video. We're going to start with a two-way minecart station, and for that we're going to need a 13 by 5 by 4 area, and we're going to start with the track. So we want to start with 4 powered rails, then a normal rail, then 5 powered rails, a normal rail again, and 4 more powered rails, just like that. Now that we have the tracks in place, we can go under the normal tracks and place a sticky piston under the block. Next to that, another sticky piston, and then go up like this and place a last sticky piston, and you have to mirror this on the other side. Right here we have to place a block of choice, then just go underneath of this piston and place in a redstone torch. Then we want to go out like that with redstone on top of the block with the redstone torch, then power that with a 4-tick repeater. Then this 4-tick repeater is going to be powered by redstone, which is going to get powered by another 4-tick repeater. And right here we also have to place redstone dust. Then we also have to place a 1-tick repeater going to one block, and underneath here we can connect the redstone dust. Also, we have to build a monostable circuit, just like that, which leads out into this piston, just like that, and this repeater has to be on 4 ticks. And now you have to mirror that on the other side after you have placed in a observer facing into this sticky piston, which is going to observe this what is it called? Piston, redstone dust. And you have to replace the track if anything is getting broken, just like that. You should now have something that looks a little bit like this. Then we can add the buttons, and these are going to be right here, which are going to power 1-tick repeaters that are on top of the observer blocks. So we can get out a button. And do the same thing on the other side, of course, just like that. These repeaters have to go into obsidian or a non-movable object that can transfer redstone energy. And for example, that could also be a ferni or something else. Then place sticky pistons right here and a row of slime blocks. Then place underneath the first slime block on both sides a redstone block, and in the middle another redstone block. Finally, we have to power these tracks for a while when the button is activated, and for that we just want to add in a 6-tick delay, and for this there's this redstone block in the middle. It will either activate this 6-tick delay on this side or this one on the left side. And now you can try this out. Just place in a minecart, press the button, and we should be reversed in direction. Yes, that works. Moving on to the missile defense system, we are first going to build the cannon only, and for that we're going to need a 5 by 7 by 7 area to work with. Then we want to go out from this end 2 blocks, just like that, and place a ring of dispensers around a central point, like this. Then go and fill in the corners and place redstone over the dispensers, just like that. Then we can fill in these 2 blocks and place a block right here. Replace this redstone with a comparator, and this is just going to create a comparator fade out, After that, we can also fill in the this hole with water, just like that, and place a oak fence in the middle. It can also be every other fence or some other blocks like a brewing stand, but that will impact the performance of the cannon. After we have done these steps, we can go on the other side of the comparators, place a scaffolding block, and place a dispenser right here. Then a dispenser 2 blocks above that, and another dispenser 2 blocks above that. Then we can build a tube, just like this, and you can use any block you like, but I like glass for the transparency. And at the bottom we can add some trapdoors so the TNT doesn't glitch out. We can now wire in the dispensers, and for that we just want to come right here, place a repeater set on 4 ticks, another repeater after a corner block, just like that, on 4 ticks. Then come up with redstone right here, and then place one redstone slab right here. No redstone slab, but now we have to have a slab tower, just like this, up to here. And just place a piston right here to update that dispenser. After that, we can add in some pistons that are going to not allow these 2 TNTs dropped by the dispensers to fall down onto the fence for a while. And for that, we just have to add in a normal piston right here, and 2 blocks above that right here. Then we can just come up from here, from this block, with a torch tower, and place 3 redstone dust. Then place 4 repeaters, 3 set on 4 ticks and 1 set on 1 tick. Come around with a corner block, add 3 more repeaters set on 4 ticks, and this has to be a slab right here so it doesn't cut off this redstone signal. Then we can come up here and place a redstone torch here. Right from this torch we can place a block above it, then place a block next to it with a 1 tick repeater on it, and a 4 tick repeater behind that, and a block that is going to power this piston. Then go underneath the torch, get the signal with a redstone dust, and place in 7 ticks of delay, so a 4 tick and a 3 tick repeater and another block that is going to power this piston. And that's pretty much our cannon done. We can now add in our TNT, but I wouldn't recommend it until you have built your detector, which I'm going to explain now. For the detector, we're going to need a 4x6x3 area, and we're going to start by lining ourselves with a TNT cannon. If you want that, you can also have the detector somewhere else, but I like to have it right in the path of the TNT cannon, so if a missile comes through, it will always go straight into the cannon. But anyway, now we have to punch out this block, replace it with a opaque block if it isn't that already. Then place in a redstone dust right here and a daylight sensor above it. It should update and give us a output of 7 or whatever time of day you have. And then we want to build a circuit just like this with 2 comparators like this, and this is just going to compare the signal of this comparator, this daylight sensor with the signal of a other daylight sensor, and if the daylight sensor or the signal of this daylight sensor is not as high as the control daylight sensor that we are going to put in right here with a redstone and a daylight sensor above, it will give out a redstone signal in form of a inverted torch. Now we can also block off all sunlight from all sides, just like this. and you have to do this if you don't want to have some problems. And then we can build up 2 tubes. And remember, this is our control daylight sensor and this is our activator daylight sensor. So this one is going to be blocked and we get a output signal, and if this one is blocked we won't get one, even if we block it for a while. The way I like to connect these 2 elements together is getting a line of redstone from this torch, then sending it through a repeater to refresh the signal and go into a fader. So this is just a comparator fader, and this is going to get ourselves a long input. So if this detects multiple blocks after each other, as with a missile, then it would only give one signal. Then we can just go ahead and get a monostable circuit right here, and then just connect it with some delay. And you have to fiddle around with the delay and how much distance is between the detector and the cannon. But now we can connect these just like that, then run that into this block. No, not that one, but the one next to that. And this has to be like this because it will not reach around if it is on any other block and won't activate this fader. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for a video, leave them in the comments down below. But anyway, that's it for today, and I'm out.